Om. So this is the second part in the series on meditation. We're going to now synchronize our breath meditation practice in with mantra meditation practice, because breath and sound have a unique function on the mind. Why? Why breath and sound? Because as we've learned from the different quotes of the scriptures, that when God breathed upon the waters, when even the Tao said, when that breath it comes, we become tranquil, we become calm. When we're watching the breath, everything becomes serene. And at that point, concentration occurs. So why is concentration so important that it is actually like listed as an accomplishment of meditation after even serenity and calmness? Because as we spoke last week, when the Buddha said, go do jhana, and when the Hindus say, first you must have a tranquility meditation, same thing which is found in the Bible, tranquility meditation first, then insight meditation. We want to become tranquil and concentrated and then move into the type of meditation which is transformative. So we can say that if you would analyze and try to say what meditation is, it's a practice where we become concentrated and fully absorbed in a peaceful, tranquil state. But that is not the goal. The goal of meditation is to become transformed, transformation of the mind and spirit, and awakening, illumination. So, now we're going to see, now that we have accomplished the idea of breath meditation, we're going to take the same practice and then put the sound on it. Why the sound? Even in the beginning of the Brahma Sutra, it said that the Shabda came first. The sound was the first actual active manifestation. So the Hindu scriptures and Vedic knowledge say, you go back the same way you came out. Same way we came out into manifestation through the Om, through the Pranava, the sacred syllable, which is the name of God, which is synonymous with the self. So we'll use in this meditation Om. If a person has their own mantra, they can use that in place, but still the technique is the same. So let's go through it. Again, as with breath meditation, we begin by getting our body into position. We become relaxed and comfortable. We sit straight with our chin slightly down and with the eyes pointed closed but raised slightly between the eyebrows. Then we observe our breath and let it become natural. Our mouth should be closed so that all breathing is done through the nose. This is very important because breathing through the mouth agitates the mind. Our jaw muscles should be relaxed, and relaxed to the point that our teeth are not clenched, not even touching each other, but upper and lower teeth should be slightly parted, but our mouth should be closed. You see this, a little slack in the jaw, but keep your mouth closed, gives this whole facial structure relaxation. Now, we're going to keep our eyes slightly elevated as if we're looking at a distant spot right at the nasikagram, or the topmost part of the nose. We're not straining, and even though our eyes are closed, we're not elevating them to look at the third eye or any other part. We're trying to be relaxed and comfortable with an elevation. This also elevates, as we elevate our eyes, we take the tendency of the thoughts from a tamasic, dull state to a more pure state. Now we're watching and noticing the movement of the breath as it flows in and out. Now, we're noticing now not only the movement of the breath, but the length of the breath. Even though its movement is the same key, we're noticing inhalation and exhalation, and we're trying to get the breath into a natural state where the inhalation and exhalation are somewhat the same time. You'll find, though, when you get into a very relaxed state, the exhalation, or the letting out of the breath, is maybe even sometimes twice as long as the inhalation. Let it be natural. That's the way it is. Keep it that way. But notice how long it takes for you to breathe in naturally without stress, and also breathe out. Now, in unison with this time factor of length of inhalation and exhalation, we're going to mentally intone Om. And we're going to do it with a balance of the factor on O and M. If we say that our exhalation is 4 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to let the intonation of O be 2 seconds and the exhalation of M be 2 seconds. So it is Om. This is not, as some might have heard, an intonation of Om or Om. That's incorrect. The intonation should be equal time given to the O and the M. So just practice it. Just watch the breath with the length of the inhalation, which is going to be shorter. Just go Om. Exhalation Om. Giving equal sound value to the O and the M. Now just synchronize the movement of the breath and length of the movement of the breath with the length of that mantra Om intonation. Now as thoughts arise, which they will, you bring your mind back now to two things, both the movement of the breath and secondly, the sound of the mental intonation of Om, or the mantra you're using. You find yourself off in another world of thought, or thinking about some memory, some stress situation, or imagination into the future. You just pull it back to these two factors, the movement of the breath and the synchronized Om with the movement of the breath, and you stay with that. Every time the mind gets distracted and goes away, just calmly bring it back to these two movements, the movement of the breath and the vibration movement of Om in unison with the breath.